Hey guys, so I found a job on Upwork where the client wants to build a Dropbox management system. They are a law firm and they have a lot of files that need to be organized, analyzed, and inventoried. Before we proceed, we'll just read through this summary and then we'll break down this summary into a workflow. So they are a law firm that is serious about one thing, helping their clients and helping their team work smarter, not harder. Nice. They are embracing innovation, cool, and they are ready to integrate AI technology into their workflow to eliminate the tedious part of discovery and case management. The challenge is when it comes to discovery, they deal with a lot of files, Dropbox folders, subfolders, subfolders of documents that need to be inventoried, analyzed, and also organized. So doing this manually eats up their time. So we'll just quickly break this summary down into a workflow. And of course, we'll be using N8N to build this out. I've already built it out and we'll be doing a demo before I explain how I came up with the solution. So let's just jump into the workflow. So we'd have a trigger node, something to initiate the workflow to start the AI system. So any changes that happens in that folder will trigger this workflow. So in this case, we'll be targeting the parent folder. If a change happens in the parent folder, it will list out the files in that folder, then limits the file to one, extracts the text content. We'll be using Mistral or the native N8N node for that. Then we'll use an LLM, not the LLM, an LLM. We're using an LLM to categorize the file. Then after categorizing it, then we'll move that file to the designated folder. Then after moving the file to the designated folder, sorry. So after moving the file to the designated folder, then we'll update the database. The database in the sense that we have a sheet that's helping us to track each movement, each document with analyzed and categorized. So let's just quickly do a demo and see how this works. So we'll be dropping a file into this parent folder here and we'll see what will happen at the back end. So let's drop a file, a test file. So offer letter doctor. Okay, so the file has been uploaded. So it's executed the file based on the changes we made here. As you can see, the file is no longer here. It has been dropped into, let's see where it dropped it. Employment and labor. Since it's an offer letter, it has been dropped into employment and labor. So it's categorized the file well. Yeah, so the system is working. So let's break how I achieve this system down. So let's copy this execution to the editor, to the dashboard. So first things first, we have a webhook trigger node. Right, so this is what would activate the workflow. And how I achieve this, I added the webhook trigger node, webhook, right, webhook. Then I copied the production URL. So once I copied that, I would go to developers, Dropbox slash developers, right? Then create a new app, right? Go to the app console. So once you've created your app, you would have the app listed here. Go to the app console, do the necessary scope and settings, then add the webhook trigger here, the webhook URL here, right? Then enable it. So once that's enabled, this would trigger the next node, which is to list the files inside that parent folder, right? So once we list the file inside this parent folder, you'll notice we have 6 subfolders and we got 7 execution, meaning we got the 6 folders and 1 file we uploaded. So once that's done, we need to separate the folders from the files, right? Which we'll use the JSON.type for that, right? If the JSON.type is file, it will go through a different part. If it's folder, it will go through a different part. Right? And that's what we did here. So for the files, we're limiting it to 1. So that it will work on one at a time. And why we are doing that is, remember, this trigger node would execute for every change that happens in the parent folder. So imagine we analyze, categorize, then move the documents to its specific folder. That's a change. That's a change to the parent folder. This would execute again because we already moved something from its initial position to another position. So there's no need for us to use a loop or any other logic here because it defeats the purpose of having this webhook here. So limit it to 1, then download the file, Once the file is downloaded, we proceed to extracting it. So why I have these different extraction nodes is because I think this Mistral has issues with TXT file. So it works well with docs file and PDF file. So I'm using the native N8N text file extraction node for this. So what I have here is just a simple logic to separate the TXT file from the PDF or docs file. So since that is done, we'll proceed to extract the text. So since this is a docs file, it's passed through the Mistral document. So we extracted the text as you can see here. Let's go to table and see it raw. Right? We extracted it. Then we pass the extraction to this tool here, which is the AI agent, and the system prompt we have for it is you're an intelligent legal document classification assistant, and you receive full text and legal documents to analyze its content, structure, purpose, and return the single most relevant category from the predefined list. Remember, we have subfolders we've listed out here. So we've already passed it into the system prompt that these are the folders we are having, these are the categories we are having. Your job is to analyze this document and categorize them to each category. Once that's done, we'll finally move the documents to the designated folder. Then we'll also update the database, which is this. And once that's updated, the workflow will kick off once again to verify everything is done. So that's basically it. So I'll upload bunch of files inside this parent folder and we'll see how it's going to categorize each one live. So let's do that now. So I'm uploading 6 files here. Right, uploaded, solid. So let's go to the N8N dashboard and see how the execution is going. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So everything worked fine. So which one is this one that's it's in error? Let's check that one out. Let's check the where is it supposed to be? Corporate and compliance. So let's check corporate and compliance and see if it's there. Corporate and compliance. Of course it's there. So it's moved the file. Right, so let me check what's really happened before the execution. So let's check 1351. Okay. Oh, it executed. Oh, okay. It already moved the file while the second execution was happening. Do you understand? So it's already moved the file. So all this happens in less than a minute. It's analyzed, categorized, and moved these documents to their specific folders in less than a minute. 6 files. Right, so if we check each file, let's check it. Right, let's check where it's moved. The settlement and agreement is under litigation and dispute. So all these legal files are something that it's extracted, it read through it, it understood it, and um categorized it to the exact folder needed to for it to be in. So the only other thing for us to do is just to probably change the naming convention depending on what the client wants, right? But now I'm just not touching that because I don't know the logic they want and I don't want to assume for them. So we can just quickly manipulate that with either the previous node, which is the agent node. You can tell it to give us a specific name, right? And we can also manipulate it in this section here. So it's as simple as that. I hope you enjoy how I achieve this workflow. I'm IYB, an AI automation developer who have built several automations for businesses. And I hope you enjoyed this. Please subscribe and stick around because there are more videos coming, especially real world problems, not just fancy tutorials or things that won't have any real use in the world. So please follow me. Please subscribe and like this video and also comment if you have any question. This workflow will be available in the description so you can check it out yourself. Thank you and God bless. See you when we see.